class. My name is Shadid Bostic. First name is Arabic. Second name is Austrian. Don't ask me how the two words together, but that's the name that I've given. Right? Before I actually go all the way into what I came to talk about, I want to ask you all a question. How many people have worked overtime to plan out their futures, only to find out that your plans were deterred by something else? Right? Plans might have been in vain. Anybody? Okay. I've lived that story time and time again. I know it well. I mean, we might as well be joined at the hip like Siamese twins. All right. I was born at Beth Israel Hospital, Newark, New Jersey, on February 15th, 1979. Now, before y'all put your heads up, I already know what you're thinking. If he was born February 15th, 1979, he must be what? What, you laughing? What you thinking? I must be what?
32.
Oh man, you gonna get my age out of all the people? I was thinking more along the lines of an Aquarius. You know what I mean? Romance, February. February 16th. My man right there. February 24th. Okay, I still got love for it. I still got love for February. Did your marriage in February, right?
What is it?
Married in February?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, as long as it's February, I love it. Alright. I'm the oldest of two children. Alright. I reigned supreme over my younger sister by 3 years. We were born the same month. So I keep that, you know, the noogies and that elbow in the head to keep her down there. She's mature. A lot more mature than I am. I mean, she dresses me, she's cooked for me, she might as well have raised me, pretty much, to tell you the truth. But that's an Aquarius trait. You know, loving, caring, we share that. I started school in Irvington, New Jersey, and then my parents eventually moved to Hillside in 1985. There I learned my love for music. I gained my love for sports. I joined a band. I played the trumpet and the drums. I dabbled in the saxophone a little bit, but it just wasn't me. I played soccer. I played basketball. I played football. And my plan was to be a redshirt or a walk-on at Temple University once I graduated. The problem with that was my senior year, 1997, I was in a car crash, and that ended all my dreams. Fractured bones in my face, and they had to send me for MRIs and other things. So 2 months, I know the 2 month story. Can't wait for 2 months, that's the whole season. So I was out. Doctor said I'll never play football again. If I had a head concussion, that'd be the end of it. Okay, now I could have taken that as a setback. Could have looked at it as, you know what, man, I had plans to go play football, because to be honest with you, throughout my last 2 years of high school, I really didn't apply myself too much because I figured sports would carry me the rest of the way. Okay, poor planning. So unfortunately, instead of being able to go and play football in college and have good grades to carry me as a backup plan, I was left out in the wind. Finances were slim. My mother was taking care of me and my younger sister. She was working crazy hours in the hospital. And I didn't know what I was going to do. So instead of sitting around and, you know, wallowing and being depressed, I just decided, you know what? I come from a family that's strong background, a military background. And I decided to enlist into the United States Navy. So I enjoyed my summer like everybody else right before college. And then the summer of 97, which I say September of 97, I was gone. Chicago, Illinois, did boot camp, 2 months, flew down to Florida, did school for about 4 months, and then April of 98, I was sent to my first ship. Biggest ship I've ever seen in my life, aircraft carrier. You see it in the movies. Top Gun, you know, have fighter planes on there, helos. They do it in all the movies, so. I was kind of apprehensive, but being 19, going on my first deployment, I mean, a deployment around the world where I saw 12 different countries, all right? Portugal, been there. Spain, France, Italy, Greece, you name it, that's just a few of the countries I went to. And like I said, I was only 19, so I wasn't even legal in the States yet. But there, you know, treated like a grown man. So I love my time in the military. I thought that I would get out maybe after 4 years and go to college, but instead, after traveling, getting adapted to military life, and the pay, the people, and starting a family, I decided I would stay. I would be up for 3 years, so I re-enlisted 3 more years. And after those 3, I re-enlisted again for 4 more years. So altogether, you do the math, that's 11. Okay, so 11 years altogether. My plan was to actually stay in the military and become an officer. But, fortunately for me, obstacle guy, I wound up having surgery, facing an injury on my knee, injury in my back, so I couldn't stay in the military. Because if you can't go to Iraq or Afghanistan, but you can't work on the ship, they really can't use you. And I was a mechanic, you know, flight decks. I loved it, I loved that life, you know, but couldn't stay. So, again, I had to face another obstacle. And I could have laid down, wallowing, you know, been depressed. But instead, looked at it, you know what, this is an opportunity for me to do something that I've always loved. I love music, so I decided to come back to New Jersey and go to school in New York, which is where I attended the Institute of Audio Research, graduated in 2009 with honors. So I'm a certified audio engineer, love it, produce my own music. Then from there, I decided, you know what, before I never had a backup plan. Never had one. Everything I thought I was going to do, I just went straight in, you know. All my eggs in one basket, this is what I'm going to do, I'm not worried about anything else. As you get older, you get wiser. And you realize you should always have a backup plan, just in case things don't go that route. So I found myself here at Union County College to complete my associate's degree, and then transfer to Montclair State and complete my bachelor's of science in dietetics. Okay. My goal, once I obtain my degree, is to obviously work for a company that will allow me to use my skills as a nutritionist or as a dietitian to show them what I can do. But my own personal goal is to eventually set up my own practice where I can battle childhood obesity, because we all know childhood obesity is running rampant here in the U.S. All right. I've done a number of studies about urban neighborhoods, or should I say cities in general, and I don't know if any of you look, but most of the supermarkets that are close to most of the urban neighborhoods or the inner city, they don't really provide you with proper nutrition. Okay, places like Whole Foods, which is further out, Union, Vauxhall area, you can get better food, but it costs more. And for those people who don't have their own vehicles or transportation, think about it, you have to, you know, pay for a cab every time you go or ride the bus. I mean, who really wants to ride the bus with 30 bags of groceries, right? So I figure if we can work together to help educate people on proper eating habits, exercising, being an athlete, right, playing sports, instead of playing video games all the time. My kids all the time, the Wii, the Xbox, you know, video games, that we can actually make a change to help other people out, you know, physically as well as mentally. My purpose for telling you all this is that I feel you shouldn't let any obstacles that come your way be a roadblock, okay? All it is actually an opportunity for you to take on something that you've never done before, for you to excel, move on in life. Take it on, grab the bull by the horns, surpass that challenge. I'm living proof.